Ron, thank you so much for your time today and answering the questions. And again, thanks to all the members that submitted questions. We have one
Mm,
final question for
yes.
you. One final question. It goes like this. Ron, can you share your thoughts on how you would define what a managing director is for LWS? What does that mean to you?
Okay. Loveland Society is a structure. That's all it is. It's a structure for humanitarians to use to do their humanitarian work. You got people that you want to hire. Well, there you go. You got the money is there. The RSS program is there to help you. You start a CAC and find directors, and they get to use the RSS as well as their ability to go out and set up employment contracts and act. I mean, there's a major responsibility that's going to be coming to us. The governments of the world, you have a world, the national government, whatever the federal government, whatever it is. But you also have states, and you have cities, and or counties, and you have cities, and some of those little county or cities out in the where there's just a widening in the road. How do they get? And they get together and they're getting funds or whatever from whatever source. How are they going to have the money to do things that they need for their community? Who's going to pay for their fire department? Who's going or the equipment to build to put it out from the volunteers? Who's going to take care of the maintenance? Where are you going to store it? All of those sorts of things need money, and that's where we come in. So the managing and it goes that way all the way up through the programs, especially the private home funding. Well, not especially, but that's the next step, and that's a really big one. The managing directors are the ones who will be charged with distributing funds throughout the world. They're going to be responsible to do that because they have applied and there's a calling and they have been accepted and they will get their funds. They are the main line, the head of the source of the distribution of wealth. This is not just I'm just going through the training so I can get my money. And a lot of people think that. That's not the point. The point is that Loveland Society is a tool that you will use to distribute your funds. And it will be a lot easier. It just enhances your ability to get your funds financed and completed. So I was going down the street and I thought to myself, well, let's see, I've got to do this for this. I've got to do and I've got to do all these things. I'm thinking as if I have a CAC. And I'm thinking that director is going to be extremely, extremely busy. Because when you get into a community, then all of the details of the community come around. And you're the one that's going to have to solve all those problems. It is not a small job. Being a humanitarian is not a small job. That's why many are called, but few are chosen because, and why are they not chosen? They haven't gone through the qualifications. You're not called because you're qualified. You're called because you can be qualified by the Holy Ghost, the Spirit, talking to you. But if you can't listen to it, how are you going to do that? So these are the things that the managing directors have to learn how to do. And the sooner you do that, the sooner you'll have some really good feelings inside that you are being not only called, but you are one of the chosen ones. That's why I sent out that email or that video this last week to help you to understand a measuring tool to see where you are as far as being a humanitarian and being one of the chosen ones. We're trying to give you all of the ammunition you need to fight your own personal war to get to where you can be a humanitarian and not have restrictions on you. I'm trying to tell people how to learn how to listen to the voice of the spirits. It's our mission statement. You have a traumatic experience in your life, don't blame God for it. Ponder these things through your heart, through your mind, and come up with a reason why this happened to you. And you might eventually get to the point where I haven't been focusing on what I wanted, and this is what I was focusing on, and this is what I, not necessarily focusing, you're just not focusing on the other stuff so that you're on autopilot. Whatever happens, happens. You got to take control of your life, and learning how to receive revelations from God is your main project as far as the managing director is concerned. I would like to say that I don't know how to say that more succinctly. You have to be able to listen to the voice of the Spirit so that when you need your director and you're interviewing, you'll get the right person. Will the right person show up? Yes. We've been promised that they will come out of the woodwork all fully prepared for the work that you need to have done. But if you can't receive from God that that is the right person for that job, what good is all of the preparations done? I hope you understand what I'm saying. The managing directors are the salt of the earth that will do the major part of the work to get the job done. So that's how I feel about them. Love you very dearly. And so does the Alliance. And so do those who love the people we are going to be serving, because they are in need. It's our responsibility to get to where we are the best we can possibly be. I hope this helps. That's kind of my closing statement as well. So,
Boy, I got that loud and clear. That's awesome. And thank you, Ron. What a way to end today's series. With that, we will just say goodbye for today and be back for next week.
sounds good. Thank you, Jim,
Bye for
Trina,
now.
Dom. Sure appreciate